Hi. Sorry.
How are you, Shirley? Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm good. Thanks. Sorry for the delay.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I was waiting for you here, but it's nice that you have finally arrived. Wonderful. How are you? Tell me, how is your trip in the U.S. going so far?
Yeah, I don't know. I I in my new place, so the new room that is so cold. I the weather in week out is gray, it's sunny, but in my room we are I don't remember if I sweater.
Mhm.
What did you
Yes.
say? Sweet?
Yeah, sweater.
Sweater.
Yes.
That's okay. Yeah, that's cold. I don't can change the temperature here because that is the same system
Mhm.
in every building. So I don't know. Probably here is cold every day and week out that is sunny.
So you have like an air conditioning system in your
Yeah,
department, and you cannot change it. You say?
yeah. I don't can change.
Oh, what a
I don't
weird thing,
know.
right? I mean, if it is cold, you cannot increase the temperature. Nothing.
No, we don't have that. We have the una cerradura, so
Mhm.
we close, but we don't move the temperature. Probably that is central, that is a basement, or I don't know. But yeah,
Mhm.
so we had
Interesting.
this. I don't know that's what may have that, but it's like uh, como una celda que puede cerrar y abrir.
Okay. Mhm.
In my room, that is closed, but in the kitchen, we don't close. I don't know. It's open. So
Yes. So it's like you cannot change it, but you can avoid feeling the temperature, right? Because when you close it, you don't have or you don't get the fresh air, right?
yeah, we don't
Oh,
have.
interesting. It's a very good system, actually. I guess that people in your building desire to do that because they want to avoid people, using too much energy, maybe, right? Or I don't know. But although now that I think about it, if you cannot turn it off, right? You cannot do
Yeah,
it.
we don't do.
So if you're not able to turn it off, it's like you are always going to be using it, no matter if you are really taking advantage of it, right? It's like I wouldn't say not that advantageous. Why would weird? I don't know. I don't see any
Yeah.
reason why you're the
That is a
landlord.
similar
Do you know how
in my school. That is a similar
yes.
system. We don't
Mhm,
change.
exactly. Do you know that how do you say the person who is in charge of the building? That is to say the person who is renting you the apartment. Do you know how to name it?
Probably when I had a meeting with Ed, probably I mentioned that he changed he can change that,
Oh,
but
wonderful.
I don't talk with him.
Or what I was mentioning was when the person, that is to say the term you use in order to call that person, it's the landlord, the person who is renting you the department.
Landor, yeah,
Yes, the term is the landlord, which is a weird term. Well, it's interesting because it means el hombre de la tierra, right? I guess it's a very ancient term that came from those times in which you just rented land, right? Not buildings. In those times when you
yeah.
wanted to make agriculture or something like that. But it is still used, right? Because here we don't use it. Of course, we don't say el señor de la tierra, right? We just say like,
That's
I don't
right.
know, the el arrendatario, maybe something like that.
Como
But mhm.
this is the you can use two word. You can in one, only one. So that's
Yes.
como el dueño de la tierra o algo así.
Exactly.
El
Like
propietario.
cowboy as well,
Yeah.
right? Like cowboy, el niño vaca. We are right.
Yeah.
Cowboy, niño vaca. That's Americans. Very
Yeah.
imaginative people. Well, wonderful, Shirley. So you are now already set in your room. I hope that it's going to be more comfortable for you now that we have the classes. You're going to have better internet, everything, right? Very
Yeah, that is
happy,
better
glad for
internet.
you.
Yeah, I had internet in my computer before. I need connected my phone in computer for internet.
Oh wow, wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
that's now that's good internet.
But how did your cell phone work in America with internet? You bought a special plan for internet in your cell phone? How did it work?
Yeah, this is the company for T-Mobile. This is I need to pay every month. So that's the packet. I check my packet before. This packet is everything you can call and message, and you have limited internet. So I had 12 gigas. Yeah, every
gigas.
month. Yeah, before I pay for 60 $65. That's every all unlimited. But
Yes.
so today I have limited for internet.
But right now you're using your Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah,
That
no,
is unlimited.
no, I to this month I pay for 40. Yes, $40 for.
But the one that is in your department, the Wi-Fi in your department, that is unlimited, right?
Yeah, that is limited. Yeah, this is the connection with Wi-Fi.
A wonderful one.
Yeah,
Yes, because the other one it's not
my
unlimited.
rate include Wi-Fi.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
It is the same here, right? There's the same picture that people here offer in departments. They also include Wi-Fi, right? Which is, I think, a normal practice as well in the US. Whoa, obviously,
Yeah,
right?
but in my
internet.
anterior, my before the rain, so I don't have internet. I need to tell a company, but that is another cost, so I don't pay that. So I need because I pay for new plan in my internet. That's different in another. This is like building. Before I was in a little house.
Yes.
Yeah, I had only two rooming with me and another, and that's internet is auction. See you want a company or you need pay company.
Yes. But these roomies of yours, they are women or they are men?
Women. This is the ladder the name for the suite. Yeah, this apartment that is suite A. That is only for women.
The womenly side.
Yeah, the another suite, the across, that is men, only men.
But you're currently leaving them on campus, but departments on campus, or you're in the city.
Probably, yeah, that's similar because the people here, that is only for the university or hospital from the university. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. And where are your roomies from? They are from South America or they are Americans?
No, this is Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. Wonderful.
Yes, yeah. So.
But both of them are for Nigeria.
Yeah. So I don't answer everything, but I try. So that's complicated. So in university, in my colleague for the university, that is similar. When they told very fast, you're like, could you repeat, please? Yeah. This is a different accent. No.
Of course, yes, because they are from Africa. Yeah, right. They are
Yeah.
from Africa. Yes, definitely people from Africa. They have a different accent, but better because I would say that it would have been worse if you had like an Indian roomie, because in my opinion, Indians are, I mean, I'm not trying to be like bad, right? But Indians are the worst in order to speak English. The accent they have is honestly, for me, very difficult to follow because they speak like, oh no 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 no. So they have like a super weird way to speak English, and it's actually something funny because you're going to notice that many Americans actually make fun of it. They make fun of the way Indians speak English.
Yeah.
So Nigerian people, I have some experience with them in the programs I have been, and they speak well. I guess you are fine. They speak well. They pronounce well. They pronounce correctly. But Indians, no, Indians is like they are
Yeah,
impossible.
no, in my experience, that is good. I had before in another, I had India roaming,
Yes,
so that is great.
yes,
I can ask her because she told well, or probably I don't sing for the mistake.
yes.
I don't know. Yeah, but I can ask her because she pronounced well.
Yeah, but maybe this was one person who spoke well, right? Because of course it is not like
Yeah.
everybody speaks wrong, right? I mean, but generally they are very, well, they experience some trouble pronouncing, of course, because their idiom is different, right? We have some advantage as Latin American people because Spanish, just as English, derives from Latin, right? We are languages that have derived from Latin. Latin is the basis language. Nonetheless, for Indian people from Africa, for example, the languages they speak, they don't derive from Latin. They have other sources. So given that Spanish and English derive from Latin, we have the same letters. We have a lot of similar words, prepositions. So I think that is an advantage. That's the reason why I would say that most of the people who have like a very good level in English are especially from South America, from Central America, and from countries in which Latin is the basis language, as for example, Italy or France, right? But from people from other countries like China, for example, like Japan, like India or Nigeria, they have to face a complete different system of language, right? So try
Yeah.
to ask them how said the letters in Nigerian. Ask your roomies. Try to learn a little bit. It will be interesting, right? I would love to. I love idioms. I love idioms. I'm learning Guarani right now. That's a very interesting language as well. All right, but wonderful, Shirley. I am glad that you are doing well. That you have this new roomies, Nigerian ones. Okay, wonderful. So let's get into the class then. Let's go and play, right? Because I think that this unit, as you said yesterday, the most difficult part of the unit are the phrasal verbs. And we have discovered that a very good manner to practice them is by playing these quizzes, right? We learn a lot of different phrasal verbs every single time we play.
Yeah.
Did you memorize some quizzes or excuse me, some phrasal verbs until this point?
Yeah, I need more phrase over, but I remember where some phrase over.
Yeah.
Well, depending context, yeah.
Yes, it depends on the context. You're right. It's difficult to understand them without the context. But well, hopefully, well, at least I mean, wonderfully you are in the US, so you're gonna have the chance to practice them a lot. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Okay, let's try to make this one perfect, okay? Let's try not to commit mistakes. First one, the meaning of workout. This is a very famous one, actually. I'm very glad that they are asking about this one. What about this? Workout.
Trabajar duro.
All right, are you sure?
Or resolver. This is the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go for your first option then.
Yeah. Okay.
It was resolver. Okay, it was resolver. Yes, but you know,
Work hard.
actually, yeah, but you know, actually, workout. Let me clarify that. I think as well here they are not taking into consideration what the phrasal verb more commonly means because workout. I have rarely seen that phrasal verb in other contexts that is not this one. Let me show you. It usually appears in this context. Workouts, not only people from America actually, but I think that people from South America as well have appropriated this phrasal verb to mean hacer ejercicio like this. Working out means going to the gym. You're going to find, for example, if you go to YouTube, if you search with the title workout for, I don't know, for abs, how to, or workout for getting a six pack, right? The abs, or workout for getting better arms, biceps, triceps. Workout normally means hacer ejercicio en el gimnasio. That is what people normally, or that is the context in which people normally use the phrasal verb, the phrasal verb workout, okay? It's not the other ones, resolver or the other ones. And the other context in which I have seen this one normally happening as well is funcionar. It's not working out. I think that the response they gave in this one and the quizzes that we were practicing, it's incorrect, right? Because these are the two common meanings, right? Hacer ejercicio and funcionar. For example, let me give you some sentences here. If I say, man, I need to work out. I need to work out because my arms feel without energy, let's say. Necesito hacer ejercicio en el gimnasio porque mis brazos se sienten sin energía, right? That would be a context in which workout may appear. And secondly, with the other meaning, could be, for example, okay, let's say this computer is not working out, like that. So as you can see, in the first example, it means I need to work out. I'm sorry, here's a mistake. I need to work out because my arms feel without energy. Necesito ir al gimnasio porque mis brazos se sienten sin energía, all right? That's a way in which our subject is expressing his necessity to go to the gym. And the second one is, this computer is not working out, okay? Esta computadora no está funcionando, okay? So please remind that these are the two meanings, which in my experience are way more common than resolver, although I recognize that it could mean resolver, but nonetheless, not as many times as workout mean go, ir al gimnasio o funcionar, okay? So the pronunciation is work out. Do you understand this one, Shirley?
Yeah, that's okay.
Wonderful. Let's continue. Look up, idiomatic. What about that one?
Buscar.
Right. There you have. All right. Okay. So number 3, let's use this joker. So meaning of bring up, we have seen this one.
Traer. Es como bring
Okay.
up the. Yeah.
So you are going for this one. Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay. Let's go with
Probably
this one.
llevar.
Bring up.
Invitar.
I'm not liking this exercise. I think it's not correct, the response. Okay, let's go with this one. Phrasal verb for convertir. Okay, let's see this one. How would you say convertir with a phrasal verb?
Pray over to ringtone.
All right, wonderful. This is a very, very used one, by the way. Let's go with this one. Turn into. As you can see, into. The verb in this case, because remember that the phrasal verbs have actually two components, right? The first one is a verb, a normal verb, and the other one is a particle. In this case, turn, obviously, literally it means torcer, no? El verbo, the verb turn as such means torcer. Nonetheless, of course, in this case, when it is combined with the particle into, it's a phrasal verb that means convertir. Okay, convertir. The pronunciation is torn with O. Turn into, like that. So for example, if you want to say, she is turning me into, I don't know, a positive person. Ella me está convirtiendo en una persona positiva, ¿no? She's turning me into a positive person. Or alternatively, you could say, I am turning it into a useful device. Lo estoy convirtiendo en un dispositivo útil, right? So as you can see, most of the time, this phrasal verb is combined with another word. In this case, for example, you almost use it with a subject. She's turning me into a positive person, ¿no? Me está convirtiendo. Or you use it, for example, with it. I am turning it into a useful device, okay? You're rarely going to find, for example, turn into without any other words in the middle of the two words, okay? This is a very special phrasal verb because, as I say, it normally contains a third part, which is a subject in the middle of the two, of the phrase, excuse me, of the verb and of the particle. Why? Well, obviously because the meaning of the phrasal verb actually implies the necessity of something else, right? Because when you say to convert something, to convertir algo, you are implying that somehow there is something to convert, right? Cuando uno dice que quiere convertir algo, está expresando que, o está implicando que hay algo para convertir, ¿no? Si es que vamos a convertir, bueno, tiene que haber algo que convertir, ¿no? And that something to convert is going to be the word or the subject that is going to be in the middle of the phrasal verb. In this case, for example, for this sentence, she's turning me into a positive person. I am the one that is going to be converted, right? I am the person who's going to be converted. When I use it in this other sentence, for example, what is the thing that is going to be converted? It is what? The device. In this case, I am expressing the device with it, right? Or I could alternatively, of course, write, I am turning this device into a useful device, okay? I could do that, of course, because of simplicity, which is say, I'm turning it into a useful device. Is this clear, Shirley? Why are we including here an extra word or extra part?
Not really. I question for that because that's when you use the middle word or the me or if, that's to say mean in the turn into.
Yes, it's exactly the same term. Let me explain it to you in Spanish.
Yeah.
Como decía, cuando alguien quiere convertir algo, uno implica, digamos, si yo digo quiero convertir, la misma palabra convertir implica algo que convertir, ¿verdad? Porque convertir es simplemente cambiar el estado de algo, ¿verdad? Entonces, si yo digo convertir, tiene que haber algo que convertir. Por ejemplo, puedo convertir este dispositivo, ¿no? Puedo convertirlo en, no sé, en una herramienta, ¿no? Entonces, la razón por la que se incluye estas palabras en el medio del verbo frase es justamente porque necesariamente el verbo frase incluye algo, es decir, algo, si estamos hablando de convertir, pues algo hay que convertir. Y ese algo que se va a convertir es lo que entra en medio del verbo frase. Y respondiendo a la pregunta, yes, definitely when you use the word in the middle of the phrasal verb, that is to say, in the middle of the phrase and also the particle, the meaning is the same. It's not changing. Actually, we are using it correctly. So, as you can see, for example, en esta oración, ¿qué estoy diciendo yo? Ella me está convirtiendo en una persona positiva, ¿no? ¿Qué es la cosa que está siendo cambiada acá o convertida? Yo, right? She's turning me into a positive person. So, como soy yo la persona o la cosa que está siendo cambiada, es por eso que yo me incluyo al medio del phrasal verb. En este caso, ¿qué es lo que está siendo cambiado? Es este dispositivo de acá, the device, ¿no? Y ese device here es lo mismo que it. So, por eso que yo decía, aquí podríamos escribir I'm turning this device into a useful device. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que está siendo cambiado acá? Está siendo cambiado el dispositivo, ¿no? Entonces estoy cambiando o convirtiendo este dispositivo en en un dispositivo útil. Entonces, esa es la razón por la que se incluye esto al medio, porque in- implica, es necesario que cuando usamos este de acá, este verbo frase, siempre vamos a intentar convertir algo, pues, ¿no? Porque convertir, como digo, necesita algo de convertir, porque si no, no sería convertir, sería crear. Entonces, ese algo es lo que va al medio. En este caso, por ejemplo, she's turning me into a positive person. Or I am turning this device, ¿no? Into a useful device. Now tell me, Shirley, in your own life, what would you like to convert? ¿Qué te gustaría convertir? Para que hagamos una sentencia. What would you like to convert? Could be whatever, but I think, tell me something that would you like to convert into something else?
My temperature here.
Your laboratory?
The temperature in laboratory.
Oh, the temperature. Oh yeah, the temperature.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you say, for example, I want to turn my temperature into a warmer one, ¿no? Quiero convertir mi temperatura en una más caliente. How could you say that? Well, this way. I want to turn my temperature, as you can see, estoy poniendo en el medio del verbo frasal. ¿Qué cosa? Lo que quiero convertir. Temperature into a warmer one. Okay. ¿Qué es lo que querías tú convertir? Tu temperatura, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Y esa es la razón por la que tu temperatura, en este caso estoy hablando en primera persona, se está incluyendo al medio del phrasal verb, right? Porque el phrasal verb es este, turn into. Y como digo, este verbo siempre va a tener una cosa extra o claro, un objeto extra, porque hay algo que se quiere convertir, turn into. So, esa cosa que tú quieres convertir, esa es la que pones al medio del phrasal verb. En este caso, your temperature. In this case, in this order sentence, it was the device. And in this first sentence, it was me. She's turning me, me está convirtiendo a mí en una persona positiva, right? So as you can see, that is the reason why we are including this in the middle, because we are converting this thing. Estamos convirtiendo esta cosa. Is it clear now?
Yeah, that's clear. Yeah, I got it. But last question for this. You always you need the middle word in Turnitin, or they are a section?
Well, there could be an exception, but just one. And look at this. The only exception would be this one, for example. There is something to turn into. This one would be the only exception. Why? I mean, any sentence like this. Why? Because in this case, it says there is something to turn into. ¿Qué estamos diciendo acá? Hay algo que convertir. But why is it different? Or why is it an exception? Okay, why is it an exception? The reason why this is an exception, it's simply because in this sentence, right, we are not actually turning anything into something else. We are simply proposing or noticing that there is something that could be converted. En esta sentencia, la razón por la que no se incluye al medio el objeto extra es porque esta sentencia no está en realidad expresando que se está cambiando algo, sino que ¿qué está expresando esta sentencia? Está expresando la posibilidad o está expresando el caso de que algo puede ser, ¿qué cosa? Convertido, ¿no? Hay algo que puede ser convertido. Pero, como ves, en este caso no estamos realmente convirtiendo algo. En todas estas de acá, sí que se está convirtiendo algo. She's turning me into a positive person. Ella me está convirtiendo en una persona positiva. No estoy diciendo, there is the chance that she's going to turn me into a positive person. No estoy diciendo que hay la posibilidad, sino que acá lo único que se hace es decir, there is something to turn into, ¿no? Se está expresando de que hay la posibilidad de convertir algo. Entonces la única excepción sería esa, sería, I'm going to write it here, exception, the exception would be when we are not actually converting anything. Cuando en realidad no estamos convirtiendo nada. but merely suggesting we could, we don't include. We don't, excuse me, include the middle word. Cuando no estamos en realidad convirtiendo nada, pero meramente sugiriendo que podríamos, no incluimos la palabra del medio. Como puedes ver acá, there is something to turn into, ¿no? Hay algo para convertir, pero no es que lo estamos convirtiendo, ¿no? Todavía, ¿es claro eso?
Yeah, that's clear.
Wonderful, that is it. And in all these cases, as you can see, we are actually converting something. Estamos en realidad, ¿qué cosa? Sí, estamos convirtiendo algo en estos casos. All right, so let's continue.
Yep.
Meaning of hold up. What about this one? Hold up. This is very useful as well. So try to memorize it. Hold up.
Demorar.
Okay, demorar. Let's go. Okay. I mean, again, some of these ones are incorrect because hold up means normally, let me show you. I think we are going to stop using that one because hold up, I have rarely found it in that with that meaning. What it normally means, let me show you, it's sostener. Hold up, sostener. Sostener. Why? For example, have you ever listened to the phrase, hold it up, hold it up? ¿No? Una expresión bien común en español, en inglés. Hold it up. ¿A qué se refiere eso? Hold it up, hold it up. Es sosténlo, ¿no? Por ejemplo, digamos, imagine that somebody is about to fall down. You are, let's say, walking on the street, and you see, for example, that a dog is about to fall down from a terrace, ¿no? Ves que un perro se va a caer de una terraza. So you say, hey, hold it up, sosténganlo, ¿no? That would be the expression, hold up, sostener, okay? Not actually the other meaning proposed by the quizzes. Hold up means sostener, normally. Of course, it has other meanings, but normally what it means is sostener, okay? Is it clear?
Yep.
Right, so I'm gonna write on the pronunciation, hold up, like that, hold up.
Hold up. Hold
Yes,
up.
hold up, exactly, hold up. Wonderful, so sostener, this one, okay? Okay, and I'm gonna give you an example here. Please. Hold up. Hold up the door, ¿no? Por favor, sostenga la puerta. Hold up the door. Sostenga la puerta, ¿no? Imagine that you are about to enter an elevator, right? And sometimes elevators simply close their door automatically, right? So you look at the person who is within the elevator and you say, please hold up the door. I'm about to enter, right? Hold up the door. Sostenga la puerta, ¿no? Para que uno pueda entrar al ascensor, ¿no? To the elevator. Wonderful. This is the expression, okay? Is any question here or is it clear?
No, that's fine. That's good.
All right, call off. Let's see if this one is correct. Call off. What about this one?
Cancelar un evento.
Yeah, there we are. This is correct. Call off, cancelar un evento. Phrasal verb for invitar o a salir. Oh, this is correct, okay? What about this one, for example, when you want to invite somebody to go for a coffee, to, I don't know, get a drink, whatever. Invitar a salir.
Leak out.
This one?
Out. Yeah, leak out.
Which one? Leave out, okay?
Yeah.
It's actually ask out.
Out.
This is super, super famous because in many movies, of course, one of the main topics is romantic situations, right? So the girl always say, for example, are you asking me out? ¿Me estás invitando a salir? Are you asking me out? ¿No? ¿Me estás invitando a salir? No, look at this, for example. In this case, invitar a salir, just as it happened, for example, for this one, convertir, yes, it implies what? It implies that si vas a invitar, tiene que ser a alguien, pues, ¿no? O sea, there's the implication that you're going to invite somebody to go out. Because if you were inviting nothing, well, you wouldn't be inviting, you would just be suggesting to to anything to go out. So that is the reason why you, in this case, include the person you're wanting to invite in the middle of the phrasal verb. No, that is the idea here. For example, other example could be, well, I'm going to write down here what it means. Invitar a salir. Okay. I could say, for example, I will ask her out. La invitaré a salir, right? I will ask her out. La invitaré a salir. Or I am asking my friends out. Asking my friends out. Estoy invitando a mis amigos a salir, right? As you can see, in every single one of this sentence, or it could be they are asking, in order to change the subject, they're asking their friends out. As you can see, every single one we use this phrasal verb. We use it with what? With the person who we are inviting, or the person who is the center of the sentence in the middle. Exactly. Why? Well, because the word implies that if you are inviting, well, there must be somebody who you're inviting, right? Because if it were in the case, si no fuera el caso, you wouldn't be inviting anybody, right? You're asking your friends out. Here in this case is your friends. Okay. This. All right, that's it. Any question about this one, Shirley?
No, that's fine. That's clear.
I'm going to clarify here. We include the person it's being invited in the middle of the phrasal verb. Okay. Of the phrasal verb. Here, in the middle, ¿no? Se incluye la persona, estamos, o que será invitada, en el medio del verbo frase. Okay, in the middle of the phrasal verb. All right, let's continue. Let's go with this one. Meaning of makeup. Oh, this is super famous as well. Makeup.
Inventar.
Right. Very good, actually. Wonderful. So let me show you this one. This is a super common one as well. Makeup. Okay. Now I want to say, nonetheless, as a preface for this one, that makeup not only is a phrasal verb. Makeup, I think, as you may know, means maquillaje, right? Makeup.
Yeah, you're confused. It's a maquillar. It's inventar.
Exactly. But whenever people talked about makeup, they write down the word like this, makeup, right? This way, with this symbol, makeup. Nonetheless, of course, you're going to listen to this word, and of course, there's not going to be difference because the symbol is not going to be included in the speaking. So whenever you listen to this word, you need to understand the context in order to know if the person is not maybe referring to makeup, maquillaje, right? But of course, in other contexts, it's going to be super plain to you, va a ser muy obvio, that makeup, it's not only maquillaje, but also inventar una historia, okay? Just for stories. Inventar una historia. Okay, for example, if I say, I'm making up, well, I'll make up the story so that my professor believes me. Imagine, surely, that someday it happens to you that, I don't know, you forget to do your homework, and in order to avoid your professor maybe warning you or threatening you, okay, this is bad, what you did was wrong, you can of course make up a story, puedes inventar una historia, so that your professor believes you, right? That is to say, whoa, my dog ate my homework, no? La clásica, mi perro se comió la tarea, right? So I will make up the story so that my professor believes you or believes me, no? So as you can see, make up always means inventarse algo, no? I would say that in the colloquial essence here of our city, sería charlársela a alguien, all right? Inventar una historia would be something like that, or make up, excuse me, would be charlársela a alguien, in the sense of coming up with something in order to lie people, okay? Is that clear? Make up, inventar una historia?
Yeah, that's fine.
Wonderful, wonderful. And this is super used, okay? People use this one very much. But yeah, it is usually in that context. Of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is always going to be for a lie. No siempre son mentiras. You can also say, for example, I am making up a novel, ¿no? Estoy inventando una novela, ¿no? Puede ser. I'm making up a novel, ¿no? Estoy inventando una novela, okay? If it is a story, yes, make up could be used in that context. Now, most of the time people use this one in order to talk about lies, things that are not true, but nonetheless they are proposing in order for other people not to punish them or to, I don't know, to call the attention that they have been doing something wrong, whatever. The idea is that whenever you invent a story, whether it is true, a lie, or something artistic, you use makeup, okay?
Yep.
Wonderful. Making up now. Okay, let's continue. Okay, we're going to stop here with the phrasal verbs because there is something else that I wanted to advance before we move on. Because, well, no, actually, let's continue, I guess, because tomorrow it's our last day. Okay, tomorrow is the last day we have for this unit. So, given that that is the case, we still have more time to continue with the other activities. All right, wonderful. This is fine. All right, let's go. Make up. Yeah, inventame esto. Making up now. Okay, let's go. Phrasal verb for encontrar inesperadamente. Okay, we have seen this one.
Come across.
There you are. Wonderful. Come across, yes. Okay, we have redemption question.
Second.
All right, second. Phrasal verb for invitar a salir. Okay, we have seen this one.
Ask out.
Okay, ask out. When your teacher uses your assignment as an example for what to do, right? Okay, very good. Meaning of blow up. Okay, this is also super common. Blow up. You know what it means?
No, probably inflar.
All right. Yeah, why not? Blow up. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so this one is always used in the context of oh, how do you say this? I forgot how to say it. Well, you use in children's parties. Oh, a balloon. Okay, a balloon. So when you are, of course, trying to blow up a balloon, no? Cuando alguien quiere inflar un globo, a balloon. I'm gonna include that word, anyways. Balloon. When you want to blow up a balloon, I would say it's the only case in which you could use this phrasal verb, unless, of course, there's any other meaning that I'm not aware of. But balloon, globo, right? Balloon is the most common context, okay? And now blow up. Blow up. Okay, here we are. Blow up. Come on. Inflar. Okay, inflar. Blow up. Any question about this one? Blow up.
No.
All right. Let us blow up. I don't know. One's balloons for his party, ¿no? Inflemos los globos de Juan para su fiesta. for his party. Okay, wonderful. There we are. Okay, let's get into this. Don't want to skip this. PowerPoint auto introduction. Here we are. Okay, here we are. So yesterday we were talking about this one, right? Superlative adjectives. I don't want to stop looking at it just for a while at least. You remind what we were discussing yesterday? We had said that there are some, when we have, for example, a series of items, and we want to compare which one of them is the best and the worst for any type of category we could create, we're going to use superlatives, right? And we had seen that with some simple verbs, the way to do this is simply by mentioning an adjective plus, excuse me, yeah, an adjective plus the letters est. Now I'm going to close this for a while. Oh, I don't know what I did. Okay, here. Here. I want to access yesterday's document, which is here, because I want to copy what we had discussed about this. Okay, here, superlative adjectives. Okay, we had advanced until this point. Now coming back here and here. Oh no, this is not one. Documentos. Here we are. Wonderful. So let's go. So Shirley, superlative adjectives. Let's read and let's remind what we had seen yesterday. When we have series of items and we want to judge them according to different categories, we use superlative adjectives to express which one is the best or the worst, right? There are several ways to form the superlative. For short adjectives, we use the following structure, which is the plus the adjective plus the words or the letters, excuse me, E, S, and T. For example, this is, okay, this game here. Okay, this game is the easiest in my collection. Remind that yesterday I had asked you to imagine that I am a gamer, somebody who likes to play video games. And I told you, right? In comparison to many of my games, there is one that is super easy. So how could I express that? That in comparison, en comparación of the several video games I have, there is one which is super easy, que en comparación de todos los videojuegos que tengo, hay uno que es muy fácil. How could I express that? I would express it this way. This game is the easiest in my collection. Now I wanted to ask you, tell me, Shirley, in the laboratory, which is the, let's say the, which is the coolest artifact? ¿Cuál es el artefacto más cool? ¿No? O sea, el más genial. ¿Cuál es el artefacto en un laboratorio que es el más genial? As you could say to me. Excuse me?
Thermocycle.
Thermocycle, all right? I'm gonna need your help in order to write down that. Just please spell it.
In Spanish, pero es thermocycle.
Okay, but please could you spell it in English?
THERMOCYCLE.
All right, go again. I lost. Okay, so THE. Okay.
NO.
Okay.
CY.
Yes. Oh, why?
Yeah, CLE.
CND. Like this?
CLE. Cycle, yeah.
Thermocycle. Oh, wonderful. Interesting. So I'm going to ask you, what does this do or how does this work? But nonetheless, before I do that, the example that I wanted to make, is the following one.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue. You had something to say?
Yeah, the thermocycle is for you. You can change temperature for extreme temperature in seconds.
Wow, interesting. So it helps to vary
In
the
1 second, you
temperature
can change the,
rapidly.
yeah, this is for fast rapid. Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
So
Thermocycle.
in this
Yeah, continue.
design, this machine, you can amplification for DNA.
Wow. Yes,
Yeah, this is
I get it.
function.
Well, very interesting. Very this is genetics, right? Very genetic
Yeah.
things. Wonderful. So the example I wanted to make was the thermocycle. I'm going to use it with a lowercase thermocycle. Come on. The thermocycle is the greatest device, or how would you name it? It is a device, it is a tool. How would you describe this thing? As a tool, as a device?
I think this is device. This is
Okay,
machine.
all right, it's a device. So the thermocycle is the greatest device in my laboratory. So as you can see, for example, in this case, what are we doing? We are using here an adjective that is great, okay? That is great. And also we are using here the words es and t. Why are we doing this? Because of course we want to use a superlative in order to describe something that in comparison to other, in this case, in other devices in your laboratory is greatest. That is to say, it's super cool. Which device are we talking about? The thermocycle, right? So whenever you want to express surely, for example, in your laboratory, there are a lot of devices, right? You have maybe some tubes, right? You make some experiments on that. You have some substances, right? You have fluids. You have, I don't know, maybe you have some chemical elements, right? So in comparison to all those things that you could find in your laboratory, there is something that is, you know, the most cool thing, la cosa que es la más cool, la más genial, it is this thermocycle, as you have told. So this is the case when you use a superlative, okay? In order to express that in comparison to other things, en comparación a otras cosas, hay algo que es lo mejor, right? Y en este caso, ¿cuál es? El thermocycle. Is it clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
Wonderful. And don't forget that we need to use this particular word here, the, okay? Remind that the structure is the, exactly, adjective and est. So the thermocycle is the great, this is the adjective we're using, right? Great, which means genial, ¿no? Entonces, est, which is the last part of the structure, est, device in my laboratory. So when we combine all these terms, what it means is el termociclo es el más genial elemento o dispositivo en mi laboratorio. Okay? That is the idea. Is it clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
Wonderful. So tomorrow, given that it is the last class of this unit, we are going to finalize with this topic of superlatives. And we are also going to continue with the topic of phrasal verbs, which, as you have very, very much correctly pointed out, is the most important part of this particular unit. Okay, any question before we go?
No, I don't have question. Probably the next, tomorrow I can question for the different when you use the must, the EST.
Yes, exactly, because tomorrow we're going to be advancing that, the must. Yeah, you're right. That is the other way to use a superlative, the must. Okay, it's super simple. Don't forget. Don't worry. It's going to be super easy to understand. Okay, so I'm going to name this document, and today is August 16th. Okay, there we are. And now, I'm going to save this. All right, there we are. Show student. Okay, there we are. So there you have today's document in order for you to review it and to check it out as many times as you wish in the future. Tomorrow, as I said, we're going to continue with the superlative. We're going to see the other case, which you have correctly stated as well, which is the must. This is the other way to express something that in comparison to some series of elements, it is the most cool thing. All right, we're going to use that one. And that is going to be all. How was your performance with the homework? Are you doing well?
Yeah, I well. I working in that. That's for the unit two. Yeah, I finished. I think that's
Okay.
today. I begin for the TOEIC, the C TOEIC.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
C3.
hope I finish.
Yeah. Try to pay more attention to the exams.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, if you don't have enough time to finish everything, I would say that it's preferable to emphasize or to use your time in the exams rather than in the homework, because the homework is not that important. I would say the exams, okay? But of course, the reason or the cost for you to do your homework will be not just the qualifications, right? But practice, which is of course wonderful. But of course, I understand you are making something incredible in the US, your PhD. So of course, if you don't have time, you tell me and we can solve it. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Wonderful. So have a wonderful night, Shirley. Thank you very much for being with me. See you tomorrow and have a wonderful day tomorrow in your university. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Bye.
All right. See you. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Same.